Hello, and welcome to my channel, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jack Blade, and today, it's a very quick video. I want to show you 4 secret-ish building tips that very few people actually know about or know how to apply. So let's quickly go over these. So a lot of the build tips that you normally see has to do with expanding the range of what you do. However, I want to show some building tips that expand on the ease of application, like how easily is you can use these tips, right? So the first tip we're going to be looking at is going to be copying blueprints. So this is a blueprint. Now I want to place more of these, or say that I want to place more of this little blueprint here. What can I do? I can go in here and I can pick the blueprint in the list. I can go down here and I can pick decorative storage and I have it over here. And I can place it, right? But what if I have multiple different kinds of blueprints that I want to place? For example, different road segments or something like that. Then you can put them in your toolbar, or you can eyedrop them. Yes, you can eyedrop blueprints. By aiming at them with your dismantle tool and then pressing the middle mouse button, you copy the whole blueprint. So if you have different road segments, if you have different like machine setups, logistics setups and stuff like that, you can literally just aim at any blueprint, go into dismantle mode, and copy it, and flip it around. So I can take, let's grab, we have a fuel refinery over here. We have, we can take a T-bend 6-way or 1x6 walkway. So I can take that, I can copy that, and I can put that down, and I can take this here, and copy. That's just the refinery. I switch build mode there. You need to be in the build mode blueprint or dismantle mode blueprint. Then you can copy anything you want and place it down. That's tip number 1. The second tip has to do with decorations. Make blueprints of your normally used decorations and build that library up. I'm going to show you how I built this little storage block. I'm using the mod Infinite Nudge, and I will go down 1 over 1. And then I will grab the second, and I will go down 1 over 1. And I will do this on all corners. Down 1 over 1. Down 1 over 1, like that. Then I will grab these small frame pillars and just get them close, but they are not overlapping, right? They're just covering that same area that your concrete pillars are covering. Then I'll finish it off with this, and I just nudge that into place, like so. Ta-da! Well, what you have here, a little bit of a storage crate. Easy, simple, and by turning that into a blueprint, it is always readily available. You can do it to different colors, you can add different, like, extra small little details and have variations on it. And then you can just move those between your saves and easily create your decorations without having to constantly detail everything, because this suddenly becomes one of your details that you can add in. And you can then create variations on that. So that's the second like build tip. Specifically when it comes to decorations, people are constantly making blueprints for like roads and logistics stuff and stuff like the machine setups. They completely forget that most of the time, once they've solved that, is spent on this stuff and detailing, and they do that manually. Stop doing that and start using this to create simple blueprints that you can use to customize your factories. Now, let's move on to our third tip. The third tip is a little bit of math. These frame floors are 40 centimeters tall. It takes 5 of them to cover one 2-meter foundation, because that's how math works. This means that you can create offsets that allows you to put in stuff like lights. For example, this is one of the examples on how you can apply this. So rather than spending a bunch of time trying to very precisely measure with beams and pillars and stuff like that and offset using terrain or whatever, you can have very nice, very even 40 centimeter offsets where you can place in stuff like your sign lights and stuff like that. Or you can create staircases. You can, like, there's a crap load you can do with the frame floor in terms of customization, and a lot of people are sleeping on that, including, and this is an important one, you can align different grids vertically by using this. That is a different, like, that's a whole ass video in and of itself, but you can basically use this to move your foundations up by 40 centimeter increments, like over time, and just like overlap your like vertical foundations so that they match up properly. Let's move into tip number 4. This one is been doing the rounds, and it's getting there, but you can saturate your concrete properly so that it actually gets the color you want. This is the color that these in the front are. They're using the same thing. Like, this is black, right? But if I paint this black, that's not gonna work. So what do? I go in here and I look at these saturation values and I turn them down. And this I turn down. And then I select color. And you get the perfect saturation that you want for these, like, crisp, like, bright primary, like, super saturated colors, rather than these. And I know a lot of people choose to not use the customization tool. They just paint things and let it be gray, or they use the finishes. The thing is, by using this trick, you can get all of your concrete stuff that is not getting the saturation that you want to. You can get it to these bright colors by just upping your saturation values and stuff like that in this instead. So, for example, if I want green, it's very easy to white and black, because it's literally just like go to a positive 300, 300, and a negative 300, 300. But if you try to do something like this, and you want to have super green, right? You want this mega green color. Well, and then go for just 300 here. That doesn't work, right? So 300 here. Now that works. Then we can go, that's 115, so go 115. Then we go 300, and then 300, boom. We have mega green. Bam. Now, these are 4 tips. If any one of these tips were good, subscribe, like the video, comment. Now, I want to see your suggestions. Do you have build tips? Put them in the comments. I will see you guys in the next video. Love you guys. Have a good one. Bye.